يوم لا ينفع ضعن كشياهن bulacak.
He was born in holy dust. The world did not yet know his name. His father pressed the holy book to his chest and could not speak.
She had already given the world its most dangerous gift.
7 years old, the lamp burned. He never slept. He never spoke at the table. He only listened and remembered everything. He saw the gap between the poor and the powerful and filled it away forever.
Every boy struggled to memorize 1 page. He had already finished 10.
He did not challenge with anger. He challenged with precision. That was worse.
By 15, the elders came to watch him. He did not notice. He never needed to.
Friday was freedom. He spent it studying something no seminary taught.
He saw 2 Irans that day. He never forgot either one. He was 15. He already knew what he wanted. He just had not decided what it would cost.
His father said 3 words. Don't forget yourself. Mashhad disappeared behind him. He did not look back once. Qom hit him like a wall. He smiled once. Then he got to work.
One teacher changed everything, not with anger, with an idea.
Our duty is to the oppressed. Islam demands justice.
One teacher changed everything, not with anger, with an idea.
He was not yet 20. He already knew. History would not happen to him. He would happen to history. The Shah was remaking Iran in the West's image. Raza watched. His jaw tightened.
The secret police had offices everywhere. And lists. Always lists.
The Sheikh said what Raza had always known. That made him the most dangerous man in the room.
They told him his name was on the list. He nodded. Then he went back to the lecture.
He did not worship the Sheikh. He studied him. There is a difference.
He knew they were watching. He walked in anyway. Every single morning.
He wrote in Khomeini's language. Precise, incendiary, designed to detonate.
The streets erupted. Hundreds fell. He did not run.
Tuesday morning, they took him. He did not resist. He was already thinking ahead.
3 weeks, every question, the same answer. Silence.
Tell me about the others on this list, Raza. Who else is involved?
He returned in 3 weeks. They looked at him differently. He knew they would.
Each arrest took something. Softness, doubt, mercy. He did not miss any of it.
Iran expelled him. Iraq received him. Najaf was where the future was being planned. He was not the most charismatic man in the room. He was the most reliable. That is more dangerous.
He took their theology and gave it back as a weapon. They had no idea what had just happened to them.
She knew she was not marrying a man. She was marrying a cause. She said yes anyway.
City to city, pamphlet to pamphlet. He built the network no one could see. She never complained. In private, close friends said she sometimes wept.
30 years of pressure. The dam broke. He was standing in the flood.
King Cyrus was losing his grip. Raza watched the lights go out, one by one.
He said it was the only time in his adult life he wept in public. He meant it.
He had spent 20 years building toward this room. He sat down like he had always been there. He left Qum with one bag. He arrived in Tehran with everything. Intoxicating, he would later say. And then he would say nothing more about it.
He did not sign the orders. He was simply present when the decisions were made. He never objected.
The war consumed hundreds of thousands. He managed it like arithmetic.
He visited the front. He saw the cost. He went back to Tehran and continued.
He cultivated the commanders with patience. They gave him the army. He gave them everything else.
10,000 faces. Every Friday. He spoke. They believed. He knew the difference between the two.
Second most powerful man in Iran. He had counted. He knew exactly where he stood and what stood above him.
Sheikh al-Muntazir was dying. Raza stood at the foot of the bed. He felt both things at once.
They debated his name. He sat completely still. He had learned patience in 1,000 rooms worse than this.
Two things happened at once. The mentor died. Raza Tehrani became the most powerful man in Iran.
The boy in Mashhad studied under a lamp. The ruler sat under cold light. The birthmark never changed.
He had no charisma. He had something more dangerous. A system.
The judiciary first. A loyal judge is worth more than an army.
Newspapers that ask too many questions stop being printed. The journalists stop being free.
Elections were held every year. He crossed names off lists the week before. Democracy continued.
Presidents came with hope. He watched them arrive. He watched them break. The real power never moved.
10 years. Every institution loyal. Every judge appointed. Every election managed. The machine ran perfectly.
The students took to the streets. They asked only for dignity. He sent them back in silence.
Swift. Brutal. The only two words needed. He used them both.
Millions filled every street. He watched on screens. He calculated the force required.
He called them traitors, agents of foreign powers, enemies of God. The crowd below was already divided.
He called them traitors, agents of foreign powers, enemies of God.
The crowd, dozens killed, thousands imprisoned. The movement was crushed. But seeds do not die when you crush them.
A single spark can challenge even the strongest walls.
He watched the streets, alone. What he saw in their eyes, Erwan, he had not seen that before.
The generals brought numbers. Dozens of cities. He told them one thing. Hold the line.
His son left without a word. Took his family. The corridor stayed empty after that.
The portraits came down slowly. Then, all at once, no one stopped to watch them fall.
The body knew what the mind refused. The robe waited on the chair. He did not reach for it.
The corridor emptied. The portrait came down piece by piece. A girl glanced up at what remained one